Sprinkled! Bitcoin is at a new all-time high. It hit 76,000 American dollars, mogging the non-believers over and over again. Donald Trump is now officially the US president. I think it's very important to crank out some Guile theme music. We did it. It's beautiful, isn't it? 76,000 American dollars. We're just getting started. A lot of people are starting to learn now why we all get excited about crypto. As Bitcoin's price goes up and up and up, I know it's got a big number, but people are going to learn about market caps. They're going to learn about the US dollar. And then they're going to see, oh, why is this thing that's $76,000, why is it trading up? They're going to watch it go to 100,000. And people are going to say, why is it there? And you explain to them, yeah, it's still cheap. Now, here's the thing. You will be telling them the same information for the past 4 years. It's just they weren't listening. No one gives a shit. Now, because it's actually there is perk up. The green candles are now starting to make them smarter. And they're like, wait a minute. Now I get it. And you go, oh, 100K is cheap because it's only 2 trillion market cap because you have a limited scarce number of coins. That's how they get their insight. And they go, okay, what are you comparing it to? Like gold, for example. And I think Peter Schiff, Uncle Peter Schiff, I think he did mark the top of gold fence. Let's cranky G it right now. So we have, obviously, Ethereum. You still get the brown shoe emoji, your 2700. It's got an ETH BTC of 0.035. We now are printing the third green monthly candle for Bitcoin in a row. Remember, we did 7 in a row last time. 7 in a row from here. This was like shocked everyone. And just to let you know, even though it went 7 in a row and this wasn't a big correction for Bitcoin, percentage-wise, it was standard. Altcoins got destroyed here. So, but altcoins weren't doing anything even by November last year. They were literally doing nothing. So it's where we are right now. Still doing nothing, okay? In December, this was the Solana runner of dog with hat, but nothing else started moving really. And then everything started moving in those 3 months. So it was pretty much January, February, March. So look, maybe it repeats again. You don't really know about this, but these things, it's very spooky how they do the mirroring of the fractals here. Now, I just want to remind you, friends, in each of the past 4-year cycles, we have been diminishing how far we go above this 200-week moving average, okay? The average of this is to finish at 150%. So from this line, say this line's been going up, this is a 200-week moving average. A 150% blow-off move from here is about 100K. But I know. You never know, friends. Look, I know we got Donald Trump coming in. What if just altcoins have like a massive alt season and then Bitcoin kind of slows down? A lot of variables can still play out. But we can figure all that stuff out later. The Bitcoin dominance is still climbing. We have it around 60-61%. And look, you're now going to get a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So I mean, we've got a lot of big juicy news coming out. So Donald Trump, of course, I'm going to get through these later as well. But there's data evidence to show 2020 was rigged. It was rigged. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's get through it right now. Check out this data poll, friends. Look at this. Look at the Democrats in each of the elections in 2020 literally off the charts. Okay, just to let you know Joe Biden, friends, you know this number? He was, according to this, he was the 3rd most popular president in US history. I think he was actually 2nd. We're talking about like bigger by percentage, like more than Abraham Lincoln or George Washington, whatever. Okay, I don't know the US presidents, but like he was like top 3. Like Joe Biden was top 3. There's a bunch of BS, man. So as you can see, and by the way, Trump, I think his numbers are going to get around the same. Okay, around the same. So you can tell that there's a lot of dodgy stuff going on here. A lot of dodgy stuff. So it's very, very suspicious. Just to let you know as well. So this is interesting. Okay, so dude. I've been looking at charts my whole life, bro. What is this? Okay, I was here in 2020, okay? By the way, the president handing you out the free money check to sit at home and not go to work, he lost the election. Come on, bro. Friends, I'm not even American. That's the dodgiest thing I've ever seen. Like, usually that bribe puts you over the edge, okay? And also, right, every time you post stuff like this, there's always the community notes on Twitter. There's always like these Reddit mods lurking. And they go, there is no evidence. There is no evidence. You know, if you go type this in, you can't even research this on Google. Just to let you know. You can't research it on Google. It is literally completely removed. You can't look at rigging. The word rigging is like pretty much nothing to do with 2020 election. You cannot find any information. It's really buried on deep pages. You can't even get to it. They literally remove all of them. And the only times that it's mentioned, it's on their controlled websites. Okay, so yeah, Google shadow banning all of it. I think we all need a better Google. I think there are better Googles out here, but I'm looking forward to when maybe, and like, it's gonna be funny. Maybe one day we have a crypto that's actually linked to an AI, where the AI, it's like, it's decentralized, it's slower, but it's truthful, and you can pay to use it, and it accepts crypto in the future. Like, imagine someone built an AI thing where, yeah, it's like it doesn't have any of the filterings on there, and it uses all this data, but you're paying it like in Bitcoin or whatever. You know, you're paying it through your wallet. So the AI is pretty. It doesn't have any bias stuff. I think this is the future of that. But it's many years from now, and like, of course, don't wait for that moment. Just buy AI meme coins now. You know how this story goes every time. You want to buy before it in the speculation part. Now we're going to crank out some amazing news. Senator Cynthia Lummis says we are going to build a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So this is wonderful, friends. Look, a lot of people say, be careful of politicians. You know, they lie all the time. Look, we are dealing with network effects in crypto, okay? And mind share. So them just, every time they say the word, okay, they're feeding it. They're infusing it with life. Right? That's what they're doing every single time. Just say the word, bro. Just say the word. That's what a lot of people respect me, and people to this day are shocked, because when someone does a post that's anti-Sommi or any of the coins I don't like or whatever, if they just retweet me or quote me or do anything, I just say thank you. That's it, every single time. Thanks. And I not to be like, I'm not smart ass, like I genuinely thank you. Like Ansoy was like, hey, this dummy invested hex dog. Like that type of stuff. Like thanks. I literally gain followers from that. I gain more mind share. I stick in their mind. It's a win for everybody. Okay. By the way, you know, understood this, Richard Hart. Why do you think Richard Hart, he puts all the scams, he just calls them hex clones. That's it. The hex clones. So you just call them hex clones, because you keep the hex asphyxiation, so you get the hex word, you just put the word clones, and they're all in like one thing. It's basically like saying outsiders, okay? When you're in a tribe or in a community, that's how humans, we summarize information as well. Like, oh yeah, you're the outsiders, you're the fake ones, we're the real one, okay? That's pretty much it. I also got to show you some big news, friends. I'll show you the chart soon. Actually, let's go through it now. The Russell 2000 is only 3% away from all-time highs. I just want to show you this big Mr. Russell 2000 does a giant gap up. Look at this. Bang. Huge gap up. That's enormous, man. Bang. 6% gap up. This is, remember, I think this is a spot one. The other ones are the futures. But it's around this all-time high. You get the point. Because there's a difference between the spot and the futures. Remember, there's no dividends and stuff paid or whatever in the futures, or they trade at a different price because they're deliverable in the future. But this Mr. Russell 2000 was the key missing link. Okay, this was waiting for the US election. So look, now we've remembered, we've learned something for 2028. The Bitcoin halving could be in Feb or March at the beginning of the year, but we're probably going to be sitting there saying, well, we got to get through September and we got to get through the election. Okay, then everything kicks up. Just so we know, friends, because it was been a long slug, man, waiting through this whole time for it. Remember, altcoins peaked in March 3rd, by the way. If you check, yeah, the mania was March 3rd. It was like literally the first 3 days of March, and we've just gone down ever since then. So it's pretty much all of March you've pretty much been sucking, but you feel good in March. But you kind of like slowed down. So the dopamine was high at the beginning of March and just kind of like went sideways. What's coming up next? We have the US Fed meeting, right? It's in 1 day from now. They're going to cut by 25 basis points again, so there's a 100% odds chance for that. And yeah, so usually from this moment, so what I'm just going to show you quickly is from this moment, friends, I feel like, probably you feel it too, today marks a very important day for the crypto cycle. There's something about today. There was this like rush of optimism. It's not euphoria. It's like, I believe we can win now. And if we look at the Wall Street cheat sheet, which I have here, if we look at it, it feels like optimism. It's like it's ready. We are optimistic. We're like, yes, no more chopping each other's genitals and all these other weird stuff and like tampons in boys' bathrooms. That's the political side. Oh, and the friends like, Habib, the president has his own shitcoin. You know, like, I'm speechless. The president has his own shitcoin. Okay? We're all shitcoiners. This is... And he's got his own JPEGs. The Trump NFTs. My gosh, man. By the way, Trump might actually help the DeFi. Because his shitcoin, Donald Trump's altcoin... We're all shitcoins, pretty much. Okay? His altcoin is a DeFi governance token. Okay? So I'm not saying they like... But that helps them revitalize, right? I'm not saying they take over everything else, but they do really well for sure. And now, friends, we're going to cranky G some of the music because I've been waiting for this moment. So this is the Bitcoin chart, the weekly chart, friends. This is extremely important for any chart you ever look at. Making and closing a week through a new all-time high and then solidifying it, that's extremely important, okay? That's literally you're mogging in real time at that point, okay? So just let you know. So if you're curious, all candles look around, they look up, down, left, right. No. A week, when you go through a week here, it's like when you finished, you solidify yourself. Basically, the market accepts that new price. You're like, oh, wow, we got rid of all the sellers. We've actually run out of all the sellers. That's what it actually means, okay? The higher the time frame, the better. Obviously, nothing beats a monthly chart closing a monthly high. Yeah, that's why. Closing the end of November here, the highest monthly close in Bitcoin all-time history. And people love it. See, by the way, you can feel it right now. Doesn't it feel like it's a good time to go all in? You're like, well, this is the best time to go all in. Well, out of 10, but you had to sit through 10 occasions to say, oh, this is an amazing time. You see the feeling, but what if this happened earlier? You know, there are a lot of people waiting. A lot of people were hoping this thing didn't happen. A lot of people were hoping for maybe another crash down so they can get in to play for this moment. So if you just wait enough time, you eventually like sit through these periods enough. But they're so rare. Okay, they're not the whole cycle, but they are these moments. Yeah, you got to capture them pretty much. Like if you have a Jeet stack, friends, as you know, the Jeet stack, it hasn't even started the real rally yet, but this is, we're literally, it's a matter of days now. You got to deploy it. So speaking of like this chart, I feel like, like we said, today's an important day with this moment. I feel like we run for like 12 months or something. I just feel like, okay, start it now. Here you go, 12 months. I feel like it's going to be something like this. Just if you look at crypto cycles, the 12-month run, it's very common. It's like, hey, you run for exactly 12 months and then you run out of energy. You're pretty much all over. So that puts us to the end of next year. Maybe there's two, we come back down. There's some economy things going around and we do something up like that. That would be great. A lot of people, I saw like Mr. Plan C. He's a Bitcoin lover, does a lot of like the power law modeling and stuff. He thinks that there's not going to be a bear market in 2026. And look, man, it's cool. It's cool. Just remember what I've told you, friends. Everything I've taught you in this point is you don't know what you're going to get until you see the trap form. So right now, no one's trapped. We're cruising. And if we keep cruising at this slow pace, we never go euphoric. However, we know the nature of these. There is a period of like euphoria eventually somewhere because you run too fast, okay? So, if Bitcoin, friends, Bitcoin just did this, literally. Like, it just kept going like this. There's literally never any euphoria. You're growing at literally the exact compound rate you're going to. But we know markets don't do that. We know they do stuff like this. We know they go up like this. They overextend, come back down, underextend. Everyone says, no, the trend should be higher. They call you a scammer, and then you eventually come back. That's the reality of what humans and emotions do. So, yeah, in a nutshell, we haven't trapped enough people. So I'm not concerned. So I'm not thinking about 2026 and anything. I'm not thinking about that. If Bitcoin's 100K, I'm like, you know what? There's excited people. I just don't think we've got all the weak hands trapped in it. I think we got optimism and believers, but I don't think people feel the thrill yet. What would the thrill be, friends? Like, what would a thrilling event be? I'd feel like, I don't know, just throwing it out there. Bitcoin hits 200K and the rotation around that zone into alts makes everything go absolutely ballistic. That's thrill. Like, whoa, I'm having fun now. Everything's going up. Bam, bam, bam. Like, you start doing stuff that you weren't even buying. That's the thrill part. Then that leads into euphoria. Now, here's the thing. You're not going to feel euphoria because you've been through 2021. Okay? So just to let you know, if this is your like second cycle, you ain't going to feel euphoria. You have to learn of other people's euphoria. Okay? Because you'll feel happy but there's no like extreme euphoria in most stuff. Obviously, some people are going to be in the unicorn winners. And that's why it's important, friends. That's why Euphoria, it's not about you anymore. Then you have to become me over time. Some people, they just never learn. They quit. Or just be like, I'm not cut out for this game. So you have to look at other people's actions, right? As we'll show you shortly. So yesterday, friends, I showed you want to see like Euphoria. Uncle Peter Schiff. So this is Uncle Peter Schiff dancing on stage. Uncle Peter Schiff goes really, really hard. Like, I'm actually very, very impressed. Like I said, watch out your wives, your sisters, your mothers, everyone. He's got some swag. But look, friends, you can't make this up, dude. He literally, look at the first thing I do, I post this. He's your top signal for gold, boys. What happens? Immediately, friends, Trump wins. Bang. Oh my god. Like, friends, I just imagine if someone was interviewing me and they're like, Sommi, what's a classic sign of Euphoria? I go, I don't know, bro. Dancing on stage, like you're about to bang everybody's sisters or something. That's literally, that's like the first thing that comes to your mind. That's like Euphoria. It's literally, friends, you're high and the crowd and the energy, like you just, I can't make this up. It just, you can't make this up. It just starts tanking. That's it. By the way, friends, it was literally, I posted it literally. He did it here, by the way. Like, I'm not even gonna focus on this. But yeah, gold's been running up for a long time, and obviously it deserves some sort of move like that. It's just hilarious. Now, for Sir Donald Trump, friends, there are some amazing policies here. Like, politics is boring and stuff, but obviously Trump stuff is a movement. It's a movement, and Trump himself is a living meme. So the memetics of Donald Trump, he's a living meme himself. And remember, just I hope, look, Trump is made for crypto, and crypto is made for Trump. Very, very similar in society. Okay, think about this. Trump's a living meme. We have a meme coin agenda here in crypto now, right? And we've got a meme coin super cycle. Trump is basically like, friends, someone said that was the funniest thing about Trump now is the first US president in history to win 3 elections in a row. Okay, hilarious. Okay, so it's like you mogged so hard. Okay, you mogged so hard 3 times in a row. Okay, it's a revenge comeback story. Okay, so I'm thinking about Hex, the bit of Bitcoin. See Richard Hart, the comeback story, friends. You can see these. By the way, Rectum Rochelle, Rackham Rochelle, friends. I've been calling Rectum for 2 years. Rackham Rochelle is back. Okay, you see all these comeback stories. And I was even thinking to my mind, friends, there's a comeback story with Doge as well. Let's show you this chart. It's just I can feel it, man. By the way, this is the E-mini Russell. This is the Russell 2000. These are the futures. As you can see, it's really, really close to the high. Same thing, okay? But even if you type in Doge, you look at the Doge historical, like, man, it's coming, man. It's so ready. You could just send it to $1, bro. Just get this thing to $1. Elon Musk, send it to $1. It's a comeback story. And I really think this will be a theme of next year within the memes and stuff. So, you know, Hex comeback story. Remember, everything. Richard Hart has a comeback. Everything has a comeback. And then, yeah, like, yes, I know it upsets people, but it shouldn't. But I think, bro, dude, friends, you want to talk about a comeback story? How about the coin that's down 99.61% from the top? You want to talk about a comeback story? What about this one? Oh, wow, friends, it's literally exactly 99.61%. What a guess. I think I'm here 18 hours a day, man. That's spooky. Was that Pre-Cognition? What was that? That is, how did I get that? Oh my gosh. Friends, Pre-Cognition, it's happened here while I'm recording live for you. Do you remember there were some times I was, I think I was talking about Tai Lopez stuff. And then, this craziest part, I was live on camera. I was recording and I'm speaking about Tai Lopez in a segment. And then I'm going to go to the next segment. And then I click on my Twitter time feed and a scheduled post from my past appears from like, I scheduled it like 12 months ago. And I'm like, daily reminder that Tai Lopez was a top signal in 2021, just to remind us now. I was like, it happens, by the way. It's real. They've actually tested it scientifically. Remember in some of my UFO videos. So if you're curious, what they can do is they hook, like, you know, one of those electrode meters to your brain. They hook it up to your finger and they tested it in the army. And what ends up happening is they send you, you're like in one of the big, you know, the big 4-wheel drives, and you're driving along and the speakers are turned full blast. So you're driving along. So once the army truck crosses over a certain minefield, okay, but the driver doesn't know, what they'll do is, so remember, everything's connected to your finger. When you cross over the minefield, the speaker goes and it's just really loud white noise, and basically makes you do this. Okay, it's a like big reaction, and the soldiers don't know what's coming. Okay, so what they did was they collected all the data, and it turns out like half a second before they hit the mine, their little electrode in the brain has this like this little beep, this tiny little spike, this tiny little blip right before they do it. So it goes beep, and then it goes up, and I'll actually show you. I'll show what it looks like. Okay, so this is kind of amazing. Okay, so this is the thing. It goes up, and then right before the spike goes beep like that, and then bang, the big one. And so yeah, it looks amazing. This is the Pre-Cognition, and then you have a big spike. Okay, so it looks like that. Actually, looks like that. So that earlier spike was a Pre-Cognition, and then it's just like, bless the heart. The guy who's explaining on Sean Ryan's show, he's like, we tried to give it to the Coconut Intelligence Agency, but they just denied it, and they wouldn't do anything. Like, bro, Habib, they obviously don't want you to tell the civilization out there that this is possible, this Pre-Cognition thing out here. So they take this guy's data and they just kick him to the curb, and they go, oh, we don't know what you're talking about, bro. So it's kind of fascinating how it all works. Now, check out Donald Trump's policies, friends. These are all big. And I'll just let you know, we only need one. Fire Gary Gensler. That's it. Just fire him, just replace him. Just so the next guy knows, oh, look, friends, even if they have a plan to squash our next, look, which they do later on, just give us a sweetener for 1 year, you know? Kill us in 2026. Let us live for 2025. That's all we need, okay? Look at all these, okay? Make United States the world crypto capital. Man, this would be big, by the way. This would be big because, friends, that unlocks all the capital of America. Oh, my gosh. And that's a stock, guys. Stock, guys. You guys are excited over like a 16% gain for the year. Dude, my slippage to enter a shitcoin is 16%. You understand? That's the type of gains we're looking at here, okay? Fire Gary Gensler, establish the Bitcoin reserve, prevent the US from selling its Bitcoin holdings. This is more of an ode than a joke because the US got the money printer and you just have trillions of dollars. But it's good. It's basically, friends, it's sending a signal out here like, hey, the US government holds this asset. You should too, okay? You also have halt further US government development of a CBDC. So this is, yeah, we'll talk about this later, okay? Propose a comprehensive crypto policy, all of these things, you know, reduce the sentence of Silk Road from the Ross, so free Ross, okay? Recommend crypto to address US debt issues. So just to let you know, friends, remember, this is pretty much Elon Musk's election. Like, Elon, if you guys weren't around, Twitter before Elon, if anything was mildly controversial, you'd get suspended. And you would get shadow banned. And to get verified, there were private, it's literally just communism. It's like how every communist country is run. To get the like a check mark, they were paying insider Twitter employees, like you'd pay a broker 20 grand, and then he'd go pay a higher up guy like 5 grand, and then another guy 5 grand, and you'd basically just pay up the line anonymously. You see these verification. That's why a lot of the people, when the verified tick came, a lot of these people got upset because they paid like 10 to 20 grand for it. Okay, and we weren't allowed to get it. So Elon comes in, he like removes 80% of the workforce, all these useless people, and he makes Twitter 10 times better. Now there's like this financial incentives as well. Everything gets improved. All these adjustments coming. So yes, if he's gonna be in the US government, I wonder what he's gonna do. Don't worry, friends, but all this stuff, bro. Don't worry. That's it. Just pump the bags. That's all I care about. Also, shout out to this baby doll on Coinfessions Wrecked. Last month, I sold everything I had. I put 600K in Hex on Pulse Chain. I have around 1.5 million currently, and I promised myself to not touch it for the next 12 months. I'm here for glory. So this is amazing. This is great stuff to see. It starts to permeate out here. The comeback story. You know what, friends? I'll make a post about the comeback story. And now, sprinkles. I got some big news as well. Tether has minted 2 billion USDT. Have they done that before? I don't know if we've ever seen something that big. So this is the global liquidity index, but it's just the M2. I think there are some numbers here that aren't fully configured. Remember, they move these units around to try to trick people and stuff. So Tether is up here. They're all trending up. That's all that needs to matter. Everything's trending up. Everything's going up. We're not euphoric. And look, Euphoria, friends, it's misallocation of capital. So if you're one of those economics dudes, that's what it is. Okay. Obviously, meme coin dominance rising from 1.8% to like 2.8%, while the whole industry is going down. Meme coin dominance rising this year. That is not misallocation of capital. Okay, just to let you know. So because that's the common prevailing thought out there is no, meme coins are all scams. Now everything real is gonna come back. Listen, I've got some bad news for you, by the way. The US president is a living meme himself. He's got JPEGs. He's got an altcoin. Okay, by the way, layer 2 governance voting, all governance voting tokens, they are memes themselves. Like newsflash. Like, and by the way, as well, I want to tell you something else. Donald Trump, friends, he triggers other people. He triggers other people. So, you notice a lot of the coins that have flair in crypto, they also trigger people. Have you noticed that meme coins trigger everyone? Have you just think about it? Right. There's also, remember, friends, there's Ticker Pulse Chain was triggering everyone in Pulse Chain because it has the same thing. You see, so there are these elements that appear that I can just see like this labyrinth. Friends, I'm that guy with the whiteboard. You know the conspiracy meme. Oh, these dots out here. You know what I mean? It's gonna be so funny. Just imagine if Tai Lopez launches a freaking meme coin at the top. Oh my god! If Tai Lopez launches a meme coin and it's like euphoric, friends, I promise you, I'll make like 15 videos a day and they'll all be red thumbnails. I'll do that for you, okay? I'll do that. And if he does it at near that top, I think I'll even come out to say, okay, guys, every single other influencer we watch, they are bitches, okay? They are actual bitches. They're too scared to call the top if it goes higher. But it is my personal duty to tell you that Tai Lopez, the biggest grifter of all time, appearing now, it is a siren calling. It's the bear market early siren. Okay, you know that the siren, friends, of the town. If you ever play Silent Hill, friends, that's when everything's about to turn to the other world, the hell part. So yes, but for now, friends, enjoying this Bitcoin $76,000. You're looking at it. You're like, bro, where's the 100? We're here for the 100. You know what I mean? That's what you want. That's optimism talking. Now, speaking of meme coins and grifters and all these other things, friends, Tuah girl, she's in the trenches, and she actually says she's in the meme coin trenches. She might also launch a coin at the top as well.
So I've been in the meme trenches for a while, and here's what I got so far in my wallet. With my busted ass phone.
That's it. Wait. Did she have RN Tate? The ticker is, yeah, it's just all these. There you go. Someone's gonna find the wallet. They're gonna start donating to her. Oh well, shout out to Aaron. I see Mog in her portfolio. That's awesome. Oh wow, my favorite. Oh, she actually released her list. My favorite meme coin is this, dog. Tuah. Oh crap. Well, I don't know. We deserve sin and punishment when this is done. Tuah coming soon. My favorite meme coins. So, damn, man. Someone's going to have to be the top signal. Okay, I guess it's not Haley. Damn. All right, well, we'll look out for it. Damn. Friends, remember, what did I tell you? Okay, do you remember? I told you a year ago, I said, guys, this is how every bull market goes. I've learned from history, okay? Not just crypto bull markets, every bull market, stock mania, everything. There are so many top signals along the way that just keep appearing that fool everyone. Okay? They just keep coming. And we have Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF. And that's why I even say to you, I go, man, look, they were my top signals, but now that they've appeared so early, I still stand by. I don't think there's enough euphoria out here, right? You need the combination. You can't just have these signals appear and just out of nowhere, right? So we need them. It's tough, man. That's why it's tough. And that's why not everybody can time it perfectly. Check out this biasness of a Vanity Fair as well with Donald Trump, friends. Well, what a boss photo. Look at this on the left. 34 felony counts, 1 conviction, 2 cases pending, 2 impeachments, 6 bankruptcies, 4 more years. No, bro, just shut up, man. Like all these people, but this is an absolute boss photo. One of the greatest comeback stories of all time. It's just like Friends, even Australian media, European media, shock, victory. Oh, what? They're so shocked. Where the hell have you been, dude? I haven't spoken to a single normal person who is happy with all this weird stuff going on. Not a single one. By the way, everyone in crypto just thinks, you know, the 4-year cycle and stuff coming out. But just everyone out there, it was obvious, pretty much. Now, everyone can move on with the rest of their lives. Remember, friends, as much as everyone gets moved now, I want to just keep you strong. Politicians aren't here to save us, okay? We have to save ourselves. You see, we do the heavy lifting, okay? I've got the fluffy microphone. You've got the fluffy ears. We're both going to mog all the non-believers, okay? We're doing the hard work, okay? I'm the one who has to remind you Hex is a better Bitcoin. You get it? So, yeah, we're all carrying each other on each other's shoulders, but we're going to win for that moment, yeah? Because we have the energy. And I know this. How do I know this? Celebrities are coming into crypto. They're like, hey, what's it? Because celebrities and artists, they're really fast to culture shifts, and they actually make the culture. They make stuff like, hey, you're wearing the ripped jeans now. Oh, well, you like the green shoes now. You know, the different colors come out and everyone changes their mind, all these things, right? Oh, that was last year's fashion. This is fashion. So the people in that world, yeah. The people in tune with that stuff, they're looking at crypto and they're like, man, how are all these people on this naked island just going absolutely nuts all the time? That's when they start to come in, okay? So we're the ones winning, friends. Look, if we got this is what shocked me. Okay, we got the politicians to capitulate. You see, we literally got the politicians to capitulate. So the rest of society, it's a matter of time, okay? Also, friendly reminder, once again, your minutely reminder, Hex is a better Bitcoin, friends. Hex up 22%, and then Bitcoin up 8%. It's actually a big number. That's awesome. So nice to see you're finally on board the Hex train. So I think this gentle sir maybe doesn't follow me. That's why. Oh, wait, he follows me now. It's funny. Yeah, because he unfollowed me for a long time. He's the Hex master. It's funny. You've been watching, like, Sommi doesn't like Hex. But he's just, yes. Yeah, it's funny. This is what happens. This is what happens when you are AFK for a while. Also wanted to show you this Donald Trump victory. Red waves all across America. And look, from our perspective in crypto, remember, make memes great again, friends. It's great. Why? Because the Democrats, now they have to go back. It takes about a year to get over it. And then they go back to the war room. And they're like, okay, how did we lose it? What did we do wrong? Okay. And they're like, there was a crypto thing here. And they're going to come to that part. They're like, oh, the crypto guys. Trump just promised these crypto guys, people. We were telling them, friends, I was here saying, Democrats, start bribing me. Start bribing me. I want your bribe like you bribe everybody else. And it was so disrespected. They said, you know what? You don't deserve to be bribed. You don't deserve to be bribed. Okay, well, I don't deserve to be bribed. You don't deserve power. See ya. That's pretty much what happened. I think in the next cycle, though, friends, maybe we hit 200K this cycle. Maybe the next deals help them send Bitcoin to 600K. Okay? Like, friends, wouldn't it be amazing? Let's say they put like 0.1% of Bitcoin on their strategic reserve. And then in 2028, they got to like bribe us and say, well, if I'm elected, I'm going to put 1% of the Bitcoin supply on the Bitcoin on our strategic reserve. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff that might actually fuel that next run. Just want to show you more commentary and stuff. This is Senator Cynthia Lummis saying we're going to build the reserve. This is that famous meme. Tell Gensler to stop by. I need to talk to him. That's awesome, man. I love seeing that. The fondness of Hex. Here we have 420% Elon Musk. Yes, it's real. When he says, I'm fond of Hex. Yeah, so people don't know the law, friends. We actually still have the tweet. Elon Musk said, I am fond of Hex. He said it in 2021. And he was talking about hexadecimals. It didn't matter. People in the community, I think Mr. Doohawks, Mr. Doohawks, he converted from that moment. He converted $2 million of Bitcoin and he bought Hex. And then he made like a 5x. Okay, I think he didn't get out, wrote it all the way back down. But yeah, and they thought Elon was just talking about Hex. Because here's the thing, like we knew it was all fake, but it doesn't matter because people just keep sharing it. Keep sharing it. That's why the mind share. See, if Elon never said the word HEX, that narrative wouldn't have even been around. So I'm just showing you. Now, friends, I wrote here, right, it feels like 2021 alt season was garbage because of a matrix glitch. So I just want to quickly show you something. Just what I'm feeling this. I'm just feeling. I feel like we got robbed in 2021. Like I maintain we got robbed in 2021. I think the election of 2021 was a rigging, 2020, and then the cycle was a truncated one when it shouldn't have been. You know, this first cycle, friends, did 48x above the high, 48x. This one did a 4. Okay, this one did a 4, but I think it was meant to do a 6. If it did a 6, crypto, remember, crypto was not meant to stop at 3 trillion. I feel like it was meant to stop at like 5. Okay, if it stopped at 5, Bitcoin would have hit 100K and then everything would have been sweet. But we didn't get that mode. Instead, what might happen is crypto might actually go to 10 trillion. So why this will look like an amazing cycle is because this cycle and the previous one are the same distance above the all-time high. So it's going to look successful in this one, but it's just relative. It only looks good because the last one was destroyed so bad. But actually, it's back on trend. That might be what we get. And that's what I'm looking for, friends. I'm really, really looking for that. We'll see. We'll see. Look, if we get to this 5 trillion zone to 6 trillion, that's going to be like Bitcoin 150K-ish. If we get to the 10 trillion, you're looking at, man, that'd be great. That'd be like the Bitcoin 200K-ish, which is definitely what we appreciate. Also, more great news, right? Look at this. We have more pro-crypto US politicians than against it. This increases the odds of favorable Richard Hart outcomes ahead, and it means altcoins have a giant mammoth alt season. Look at this. The HORS, the H of representative, 194 to 93, pro-crypto versus anti-crypto. Look at that. And then Senate, more pro-crypto than anti-crypto. That's it. So we basically flipped them. We flipped them because like it's digital real estate, bro. It's so easy to do these things. And look, this is the best part. We're so early. There's going to be like a scandal at some point where politicians are getting paid to buy crypto and you don't know, you can't prove that they got paid or not. So we haven't even gotten to that point yet. But that'll be great. So, but first, to bribe them, we've got to make a lot of money in this cycle. And then in the next bear market cycle, you know what I mean? This becomes an issue for the next election. But for it to become an issue, we have to make all the money first. So we can't bribe them with anything because you're bribing them with like a $17 Joe Biden zombie 69 Inu, pump fund JPEG coins that they can't do anything with that yet. Remember, friends, Donald Trump said he's going to fire Gary Gensler on day 1. Let me say that again. I will fire Gary Gensler. That's the first thing he said. Looking forward to that. What a cuck, man. What a cuck. I'm just going to have to get the clown nose for him as well. Honk, 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 honk. So where do they go from here? He'll get another high-paying job. But screw him, man. Just get off our altcoins. But we know deep down, friends. I was telling you this the whole time. He wasn't actually the reason why we went down. It's just a cycle. That's the macro cycle just works like that, right? Friends, it's literally like if I put a carrot on your dinner plate, okay, and I trap you in a house, and I chain you to your house, you can't actually leave the house, and I put a carrot on your dinner plate, and you haven't eaten all day, and I've got that carrot here, and you're just looking at that carrot, and I know deep down, you want to put that carrot deep inside your mouth, family-friendly show, and you want to eat that carrot, okay? You want the vitamins, you want everything from that carrot. Well, if you go there and I record you going like, oh, I want to eat that carrot, no, and then I just said to you, oh, look at this carrot, Maxi. Look at this. You know what I mean? You look at that. You were so hungry. You wanted the carrot, and you're like, no, bro, I was just hungry. You know what I mean? It's not like you're a carrot believer or you have a love for carrots necessarily. Yeah, but you just invert that with hatred and it comes to the crypto cycle. So liquidity goes up. All these positive narratives are there. Liquidity goes down, all these poopy narratives. People are hating. Hey, we got to stamp down on this stuff. We've got to do these things. So look, now you've been here 1 or 2 cycles, friends. You will be telling people about everything I'm telling you in the next cycle, but it'll be new people coming in. And it'll be great because you'll be more experienced. And the best part is they're going to be like happy over like a shitty little 3x, because the maturity of the cycle is progressing. Hoes mad. Soy boys for Harris are absolutely fuming that crypto is about to pump. This is an emergency alert. Hoes mad. So if you're angry at this point, we have every opportunity just to get long, okay? Final reminder as well. I saw this from Uncle Peter Schiff. Never use Wikipedia. It's a complete fraud. It's one of the biggest scams on the internet. It's actually a propaganda site for corrupt governments and the far left media masquerading as an online encyclopedia. Yes, You know how I know this, friends? Do you remember from a UFO talk, cold fusion is real. Cold fusion is where we get a nuclear reaction from cooling something down. So normally we think we have to heat stuff up to get energy, but you can actually get energy from cooling stuff down. Now, they did 80 tests in a lab decades ago, and they all said it's possible. The Department of Energy, the DOE in America, paid all the scientists and then themselves said, no, it's not. And then they just deleted all the scientists. You're not allowed to do the test anymore. And they just basically said all the results are fake. Okay, so they report on Wikipedia about cold fusion. And they that the data, the evidence that it works is so clear. However, Wikipedia, they say, but it's like hocus pocus. And like the Department of Energy, they actually quote the government saying, oh yeah, this thing doesn't work and stuff. And I was reading that article knowing that it's real. And I'm like, wow. If something like, because if you're just like a science kid, you're like, oh, cold fusion, I guess it's not real. It's just like, it's like stamped in there. It's like 100% fact. You know, just everything's just basically everything is a freaking lie, fabrication of lie. We're probably going to see this. Look, in crypto now, everybody can have what Barack Obama says is a Swiss bank account in their wallet, a system of banking in their wallet. Okay. Now, you are financially incentivized just to take money and do whatever because anybody can pay you. Okay, if anybody can pay you and nobody can stop the payment, forget the terrorists and the drug stuff. No one cares about that stuff, bro. That's always going to be in society. We don't give a shit about that. Think about the possibilities of like, remember the AI thing I made? You can make stuff that can operate itself and the government can't stop the payments. Interesting, yeah? The only way for government to stop the payments would probably be for government to crack the liquidity of whatever that coin is. But what I'm thinking about now, I'm thinking about crypto in the $20 trillion zone, and we have new conspiracies to deal with in the future. So right now, everything is looking great. We've got another, I don't want to say 12 months was to lock in the time. It feels like, man, like if the living meme president has now appeared, he's a living meme, bro. Give us 12 months. We deserve 12 months. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button. I'll catch you next one.